Fuck. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I do hope that you stay by subscribing to my little channel. As you can see from the title of this video, today we are getting personal. We are relaxing. Grab your cup of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate, or green tea, or water, or alcohol, or wine, whatever you're drinking at the time. Okay, get your juice, get your milk, and just stay and be comfortable. I will be taking my time sharing my journey on this video. So so in this video, I will be sharing with you guys how I got to a point of getting a breast reduction surgery. Now, obviously, the entire process is a journey. It's a long journey. What I do want is to have a couple of videos talking about this, because I definitely am not uploading a 1 hour video about this, but I do want to share with you guys as much as I can. I will share my story from the very beginning, guys, where I started getting my boobs, what I felt was wrong with it, when I started getting bothered by them, what inconveniences I experienced, everything. When I say everything, everything. This is gonna be more like a get to know me, because I'm letting you guys into my very life. Basically, because my life has been centered mostly around surviving with big boobs, basically. I think I will have part 2 and 3 and so on, just sharing with you guys my recovery and how I deal with the scars, how I deal with the trauma, just post-op things, because in this video I will only talk about the beginning of the journey until when I got the surgery. Let's get right into it. So the first thing, were my breasts big because of my body size? I was big too. I mean, I'm still big. I'm a big girly side. I think they came from my dad's side, because so I have one auntie from my dad's side, and she, child. So I think my boobs were genetic from my dad's side. So when did I get boobs? I remember the first time I felt pain on my chest was in grade 2. I was in boarding school. Only one boob was growing at the time, and it was this one. So I would just wear Spencers and vests. I didn't have a size back then. Grade 3, yay, they grew and grew and grew. Grade 4, they were like, we are here. And I remember grade 3 is when I started using roll-on. I used Swanky Look. And the sisters would say that my armpit smell is related to my boobs growing fastly. And mind you, in grade 3, I still had one breast. It was this one. I was flat this side. I didn't have, you know, I was, guys, kade ngaqala ukuba yihaha, guys. Kade ngaqala ukuba yihaha. So grade 4, still wearing Spencers, and I wore that vest with support. Grade 5 is when it all went down, guys. In grade 5, I was already a size 36C. My mom bought me one bra, skin, not even a sports bra, skin, just that vest. That it's basically a crop vest, no support. And I was already a 36C. I couldn't do sports. I didn't have supports when running, so I went into the debating team. In grade 6, there's an aunt of mine who did a reduction, and when she cut her boobs, she gave me all her bras. So that's when I got variety, honey. She was a 36D when she cut her boobs. So her bras were 36D. I wore her bras in grade 6. And in grade 7, I still wore her bras. And I'd be like, Ma, why aren't you buying me my bras? And she's like, have you seen how much your bras are? And guys, I understand. In grade 7, I was wearing 2 bras. It was one bra, so the one that my aunt gave me, and a sports bra, because I really wanted to play sports. but I still couldn't because now I couldn't breathe while running. So in grade 7, after school, I would walk to my mom's school. My mom's a teacher, so I would walk to my mom's school from a very young age. I don't know how parents bring up their sons, but I experienced a lot of size small. Yabo, umuntu wami ngiyarhalela into ekanjalo after school. Kade ngaqala ukuhlina, guys. Ngaqala lapho ukuhlina. When I was being sexualized, I didn't know back then. Well, now I know ukuthi that's harassment. When I started being sexualized at a very, very young age. But yeah, grade 7, guys. Size wami ngiyarhalela. Ngizokuthola wena one day umuntu wami. From grade 11s, guys. Grade 12s. I went to grade 8, back to boarding school. I went to Adams College. I wasn't really stressed there. I wasn't really stressed, just that I was top 2 of the people who had the biggest breasts in varsity. The other girl was Onondumisa. Guys, I love her so much. She was very cool about it. She didn't seem bothered at all, but it just made I was really, really happy to meet someone else in my age who went through the same struggle I was going through. So in terms of boobs friends, because you do make boob friends, guys, you make friends with people who you have the same struggles with. So she would tell me where she gets her bras, how she dresses herself up, and how she gets confidence. We'd just laugh about it. We called each other Obele. That was fine between us. We'd call each other Obele. That was fine. And very close friends would also call us Bele, 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 Uderi. It just stayed between us. It was fine. Time went on. I think in grade 9, I was like a 36D now. Yeah. I was size 36D. My aunt asked me what my bra size was, and she surprised me on my birthday and bought me a nice Woolworths bra. It was 450 rands, and it was the best thing ever. My life changed. The shape of my breasts changed, and I love how she understood that I couldn't cross my hearts. Grade 10 now, that's when the serious bullying started. Back then, it didn't hit as hard as it did when I was in university, but I got bullied because I had bigger breasts than the Nundu now. Like, they were just growing. They were just growing. So in grade 10, I was a 36D, 34D, because I was quite tiny. Yeah, I lost weight in high school, and I was a 34D, guys. I was a 34D. I wore my aunt's bra and a sports bra because the 34D just picked it. It gathered my boobs, but now I needed something to actually lift my boobs. Fast forward, grade 11, bullying continues. Honey, now I was publicly called Bele or Deri or Ngenge. I remember. If you're watching this and you're from high school, attest down by the comment section, please. You know this happened. Yeah, I remember them making guys. It was these stupid guys. It was the stupid guys from class. I really didn't like this. Now this is when I was like, that's what's happening. Because guys, remember, I was umuntu ohlinayo, but now babengena ekwapeni. Serious. They made these ads. You remember those 313 40 330 313 14? Ingabe unama cornflakes noshukela kodwa awunalo ubisi. SMS Bele to 31314, SMS Ntathu to 31314, uzothola ubisi lakho manje. They would be like, siyosenga ubisi kuNtathu. I'm like, am I a cow? Guys, those kind of jokes literally got to me. This one time I remember I went to class in the morning. Now this was matric, grade 11. Now I wasn't friends with idiots in matric. No, guys, this was before grade 10. Actually, this was in grade 9. I remember because I wasn't in class with those idiots. This was in grade 9. The one time I went into class, when I got to class, there was a box of Kellogg's on top of the board, and they drew a picture of big breasts on the board, and they put my name under that drawing. But moving on, it's fine. It happened. I was bullied for having big breasts, I was bullied. Moving on, grade 12, I was like, I need to do something about my breasts. So then I decided to lose weight. I lost 11 kgs. but nothing happened to my breasts. The only thing is the back pains got worse. It was unbearable. It was like I'm carrying a fridge that restricted movement of my lower body. So I would often have to stretch my body or just gain back the weight to balance because now I was literally a pea, guys. This is just grade 12. When 2014 started, when I had to go to Cape Town, UCT, beginning of the year, went to my mom, ma, ngicela siya kadokotela, I need to get a referral letter to go see a surgeon to consult for a breast reduction. And then we went to consult. Doctor referred me. Before referring me, he was like, "You're so young. Are you sure you want to have all those scars over you?" I was like, "Yes, get me a referral letter, please. That's all I need." So he referred me to a surgeon in St. Augustine's, Dr. Simangom. I went to see him on January 15, 2014. I spoke to his receptionists. They measured me around my waist area, so under the boobs on the waist. They measured, so the rib circumference, basically, the rib area, yeah. So they measured the rib area, they measured my boob area, they measured from my neck to the nipple, neck to the nipple, under to nipple, under to nipple. That's what they measured. And then they measured my weight, took pictures, and then they told me that chances are looking good, but because of my age, they might not approve. So then I saw the doctor, and the doctor looked at me and he said that there's great chances. So I saw the doctor and he said that he would send my documents to medical aid, then medical aid would respond to my mom to say if I have been approved or not. That process took about 3 weeks. Apparently they responded to the medical aid but not to my mom. So it was authorized. I went to UCT. I studied. Guys, the whole year was difficult. I even forgot that I had gotten authorization. Around September, I checked with them. Guys, can I come for my operation now? And they're like, you were approved a long time ago. You should have come then to pay your co-payment, which was 10,000. Then you could get the operation. And I'm like, okay, let me try getting a renewal of the authorization. James authorized again, but now I was like, okay, they've authorized, but I don't have 10K. I'm just a first year student. I don't have a job, and I don't want to ask my mom for this much. I don't know if she even has this much just for me when she has 75 other kids. Okay, so I just let this one slide. I was like, okay, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And in terms of bullying in varsity or confidence, none of that, guys, none of that. People in Cape Town were so civilized. It wasn't like a big thing. People were matured. People minded their own business actually in Cape Town. So it was fine. Like it was fine. It bothered me sometimes when getting dressed. Was like, oh, I also want to wear a crop top, but I have boobs, so I can't. For me to not focus on my studies. 2015 now, my second year. Then I was like, okay, I've gotten 2 authorizations. I really need to get a reduction now. Then I decided to lose weight again to see if, as I would suffocate on my boobs when sleeping. I couldn't find a sleeping position that was perfect for me. I didn't sleep peacefully basically the entire time with big boobs. I couldn't sleep properly. Yeah, they just grew massively. Now I remember in second year I had a job in varsity. I was able to afford myself a nice cute little bra. Got my bra at Woolies for 450 once again. Now this time I was a size 34E. So because I did lose weight, my waist got even smaller, but my boobs got bigger. Honey, I was a Wendy Williams. I mean, I didn't mind it as much. All I wanted was just a good quality bra. So I got myself a bra and I wore that bra with a sports bra again just for lifting the boob. Again, no bullying whatsoever. The only thing I didn't appreciate was just being sexualized. I won't call that bullying. It's just, I feel like it's just now it's part of how women live in society. 2017, I was like, fuck, I cannot. Need to get this shit off my chest. Literally. I started researching about pro bono reduction because now remember the only thing that stopped me was getting 10,000 rands. But 2017, I was like, fuck. Hey, fuck. Some situations are just like, uh-uh. singathini isithini but ibele liyasinda, ibele liyanqina, ibele liyashisa, ibele aliqokekeki, aliqokeleki, ibele liyabiza. So I was like, I need to get this thing off my chest. You know, I started researching about Skier's pro bono breast reduction center, the breast clinic. So I got a referral letter. I went to see my doctor in Claremont, and then she referred me to Skier, told me to go to the breast clinic early around 6 a.m. This was around July, I remember. I still actually have the referral letter because I never went. I just went there. I saw the queue. I was like, yeah, I need this now. Okay, I need this now. And I can't stand in queues. So I was very impatient, very frustrated, very insecure. I hated my body so much. So then I went to Johannesburg, where things happen quick, fast, and hurry. 2018, I had read this article about a Dr. Fenta who did a pro bono reduction for a girl who I think is from the East, who was struggling from having very big boobs. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost a G2. Same year, 2018, went to Rosebank to check my actual size from Woolworths. Asked me what my size was. Yeah, those were tough times, guys, I remember. So I had to start over and find pro bono centers, and I was told about Baragwanath Breast Clinic. Guys, my journey started with Baragwanath on the I love Joburg hospitals, guys, because you get to keep, well, just Bara. I really appreciate Bara because you get to keep your patient file yourself. So I still have everything here. You probably won't see anything. So I went to Bara on which day? I didn't pay anything because I was a student. So I just went there on the 6th of June, and I told them that I'm here because I need help with getting a breast reduction. They referred me to the breast clinic. I got there around 6:30. I took the Wits bus, got there around 6:30. I waited, guys. I only got to see the doctor around 11. I didn't have class because I was doing my research already. I went to the doctor and he took my measurements, same as the previous doctor. And they're like, you stand a good chance of getting the surgery. All we need you to do is lose 30 kgs. 30 kgs. 30 kgs. You do need a referral letter from a GP, even when going to see a pro bono surgeon. But the nice thing about Ibara, guys, is they don't just leave you hanging. They actually have free dietitian classes. I still have my notes. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I still have my notes of how to healthily lose weight. They're very supportive, guys. So basically, they put you through this weight loss class where mainly you change your diet. It's very simple, guys. It's very, very simple. All I had to do was lose 30 kgs, but we all know that losing 30 kgs is not easy. I posted on Twitter if people could help me find ways to get a pro bono reduction, and people referred me to Katlehong Hospital in Pretoria. And they showed me a poster where Katlehong was performing a study where they wanted people who are interested in getting a breast reduction. Trust that I was there January. So I went to Katlehong beginning of last year, 2019. So this cute little lady who was apparently the surgeon, she took measurements and asked me a couple of questions, and she said that they will be in touch, and if they're not in touch, by the end of the following month, then that would mean that I was not accepted to the study. So I was hopeful, losing weight, getting ready for the surgery, and end of March, still no response. So I was like, okay, sharp, Katlehong is done. Then I start panicking. So I now had a job in Johannesburg, and I was still studying. I had a nice cute little job, And I was like, maybe I should go back and opt for medical aid. But I still didn't get paid enough to cover for the medical expenses for the surgery. Now, the problem is, I was gonna get kicked out of medical aid at the end of last year because I was no longer a student and I was over 21. Hey guys, this was a very, very tough period because now I had a month, guys, up till end of November. That's when I had medical aid. Afterwards, no medical aid. Zololo. I googled this doctor and I was told that he's moved. Googled, can't find him until because I did see this contact that he's in Hillbrow, but I was like, hell no, I'm not having a surgery in Hillbrow, whatever happens. And no offense, but this was only because the last time I did anything in Hillbrow, I got really sick. I called him and they're like, yeah, sure, 850 for consultation. And I was like, grand sharp. So I went there for my consultation and I waited a couple of hours and I finally saw the doctor and he's like, something I forgot to tell you guys. Now I went again to measure my size. I went to bras and things, I think, yeah, in Santon to look for a bra because now it wasn't hopeful. I was approaching the end of the year. Went to bras and things to look for my size. Ask me what my size was. A big 36J. I was a J cup now. And at bras and things, they didn't have a J cup. So like buying a new bra is gonna make me comfortable in the space that I hate so much. So let's continue look for, what we need. I see the doctor and it's like, these are the biggest boobs I've ever seen. And it's like, yeah, those are big boobs, hey? Those are big boobs. And yeah, I'm gonna write a motivational letter. You send it to your medical aid so that they respond directly to you and not your mom and not to me. This is just for your own sanity so that they respond on time and you are able to follow up with them. Sharp. Then they took pictures of me. He kept a copy. I kept a copy. I sent all of that to medical aid, and within a day there was no email of acknowledgement of receipts, nothing. And I was like, you know what? I know where medical aid is in Joburg. Let's go to Bramfontein. Took a taxi. I went to Bram and I handed them the documents. And I'm like, guys, I have not received acknowledgement of receipt. This is what I emailed to you guys yesterday. I need quick, fast, in a hurry authorization before you guys kick me out. Now, it was around November 2019. November 15-ish, I remember. It was a Saturday, I remember. So I went there. I was like, guys, please scan these documents and please send it to whoever is relevant. And here's my cell phone number. If you need to WhatsApp me, please do WhatsApp me. I need a response now. Within 4 days, I got authorization. They responded and told me that here's your authorization code. You can do this reduction and it's valid for 3 months as long as you're still a member of GEMS. Then I call my bank. Basically, I get a loan, I get approved, I get more than what I asked for. And they like just take the entire amount and use it as co-payment and leave your salary in your account. They give me the entire money for my co-payment, and the reason was basically there's an urgent medical demand and I needed money. So they give me the money, and in total I needed about 12,000 rands. I needed recovery, backup, financial situation. Like I needed backup, so I put aside like 12K just for the surgery and backup. And then day of the surgery came. I was the happiest girly in the entire world. So I took a taxi from my friend's house. I went to Mill Park Hospital. I got there, I signed my details. I will insert a couple of snaps as I talk. Getting impatient. It's around 2. Why hasn't the surgery started? Why have they asked me to be here at 1? I could be at the office. I was getting stressed, like what's going on. And then I find out that, okay, your bed is ready, go chill there. around 4:30, the doctor instructed the porter to come get me. Then they transported me with my stretcher. I just told them to document everything because I knew this moment would come. And they said that it all happened so fast. After crying, I went back to sleep. I went straight to sleep, and the surgery started. In a couple of seconds, I will insert a picture of the boob that they took out. Yeah, so that's how much they took out. Um, I woke up around, so apparently the surgery was around 3 hours. I woke up around 9, and it was so weird, guys. When I woke, yes, Netcare Mill Park is actually weird. When I woke up, there were 4 nurses around my bed just staring at me. And then I asked them, guys, oh, why are you here? Why are you here? I'm hungry. Where's the food? And they're like, wake up. And I'm like, I'm up. I just need food. And you guys, you need to get away from me. And that's you. I'll say, muhle. Ngathi umlungu. And I'm like, guys, please, I just had a surgery. How long was it? What time is it? But yeah, 09 manje. Ikhishi livaliwe ngathi mina, I'm sure someone in the hospital can get me something to eat. Please. Bengishilo before ngilale ukuthi ngizovuka ngilambile so ngicela ukudla. Then they organized something for me because they wouldn't allow me to call Uber Eats. So they were like, okay, menzeleni something. They gave me leftovers. And I was like, that's exactly what I needed, leftovers. I need something to eat. And they're like, yo, we heard you're Dr. Nobel's patient. How's the pain? And I'm like, I'm not in pain. I'm just hungry. And they're like, okay, on your left hand, you have a pump. Don't press the button you're holding on right now. If you do, it will sedate you because it is a strong painkiller. I had morphine on my hand. So when I woke up, it was like kind of like this. It's like a small tube. So they were like, if you press on it, you're injecting morphine into yourself and you're too weak. And if you're not in pain, don't press that button. So yeah, now I'm eating and they're like, we please just want to see how you look and how you were before. And I'm like, where's my phone? I'll just show you guys how I was before. Come back tomorrow because right now I'm too tired for this. They leave and they're still peeking by the door. Guys, I promise you it was like in the movies. Then I called the ward manager. I wasn't complaining, but I was like, okay, so there were 4 other people in that same room. Yeah, one of the ladies was breathing very, very loudly, and it was kind of scary, like it was like a death kind of breathing. I asked if I could be moved into a room with less people or younger people or just a private room. So the following day, when I woke up, they told me that I'm moving to a private room. They moved me to my own room. It was so nice. I wasn't in pain, guys, at all. I wasn't in pain. So I have a very, very low pain tolerance. I cry when I'm injected. That's how much I feel pain. I am very, very scared of pain. But when I woke up, the pain, like there was a discomfort. It felt like someone had a tight wire around my abdominal area. It wasn't painful, but I was just like, why is there a freaking wire? The morphine pump made me very nauseous. So I asked them to just give me Panado. I got some visitors. I walked up and down. I could twerk.
I'm showing Salu my new boobs. Swan again.
They did such a good job.
Gosh.
What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, guys. Please, yo.
I could vlog. I could do everything. I'll show you guys a video of myself doing my makeup. It was very fun. Like I wasn't in pain. Out of 10, I can say the pain was like a 4, and on a bad day it was like a 5. So I was very happy, guys. It was the best day of my life. Now, something I forgot to mention is before the surgery, things that I had to do before the surgery. I was just told to not eat from 7 p.m. and I didn't do that. I was told to take a dump as much as I can so I don't shit on myself. I did that. What else? Yeah, that's about it. There's not a lot of requirements, just to not eat. And I literally I didn't eat. I didn't eat at all. It wasn't easy to eat anyway because, yeah, I was just too anxious that something wrong would happen and I was really looking forward to it. And I was 2 days from being kicked out of medical aid, so I needed everything to go smoothly. So I was too anxious and too excited. I will insert snaps of my friends, like kind of a vlog. I would vlog, so kind of a vlog situation that was happening at the hospital whenever I got the time to. Yeah, so please do enjoy the vlog in the next couple of seconds. And I don't think I'll do an outro. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you have more questions, please do leave them by the comment section. I don't think I'll answer them in the comment section. I will pack all your questions into a video and incorporate it on the next video. So part 2 of this video, basically showing you guys my before and after and scars and the trauma that I went through and just surviving all of that or getting through that. So if you do have more questions, do drop them down by the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, again, please do subscribe to my channel.
As I'm dead. Uthi unesi ngathi ngumlungu. Kuthi mina why uthi you look like them. I'm like, yeah. Umlungu. She's definitely a fan. That's what I'm picking up. A fan.
Just words from me. If there's something that you don't like, do something about it. If you can't, take yourself through a journey where you have to accept living with whatever you don't like. And people will talk. People are still talking when I have small boobs now. They were talking before I had small boobs. That is it from me. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do.